Morning guys, haven't done a video in a couple of weeks now, had a lot going on. Flown up here this morning, up the Horseshoe Pass, chasing the sunrise. Not something I normally do, but woke up this morning early and saw the sun coming up and thought, I know where I need to be. Bought a new car, something that it's a bit of a poster car for me, and was in a fortunate enough position where I thought I could own it, and yeah, what a car. You know what, it's given me a completely different outlook on everything else that I own. I've always said I'm not really a supercar fan, but I didn't really get it. I'd never really been in one, I'd never sat in one, I'd never really experienced one. I did a really short car experience day once, and I mean it was really short. You can probably see there in the background, there's no point me hiding it. So I took the plunge and treated myself basically. So it's a 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera, and what a car. Sun's coming up. I've screamed up here this morning, and when I say screamed, I've never ever heard a car that sounds like this thing does. It is unbelievable. The gear shifts. It's E-gear, so paddle on the steering wheel. You can flip it into auto mode, but I've read so many videos, people saying, and good friends of mine say that have actually experienced these things, that have said you won't drive it in auto, and they're quite right. It's always in paddle. Someone else out enjoying the sunrise there, but this thing, it screams. I love it. I never ever expected to like this car as much as I do. Big carbon ceramic brakes, need to look after them. Superleggera comes standard with carbon bucket seats, carbon steering wheel, carbon door cards, carbon everywhere. It's just a really nice place to be. The only thing this has done is it's made all my other old cars feel just, as much as I still know they're unique and they're special, they're not going to feel like this thing. So my plan, sadly, over the next few months is going to be to have a bit of a clear out of certain vehicles. There's certain ones that I am going to keep. My 205 track car, that'll be staying. I can't afford to track this thing on a regular basis, and I do enjoy my track days. So the 205 will be staying. My 309 that I'm building, my four-wheel drive one, which I'm yet to do a video on, that will be staying. That car will come to my grave with me. I can't get rid of that one. And my new Chevy, again, haven't done a video on that yet, but I'm going to try and do one on that over the next couple of days. That'll also be staying. But the Subaru, my large Chevy truck, my Civic Aero deck, they'll all be going, just because this thing out enjoying the out enjoying the sunset as well. Sunrise as well. Look at this thing. Absolutely beautiful. What a morning. It was 100% worth getting up this morning early. I was awake anyway, but it's actually took a lot longer for the sun to come up than I thought it would. I rushed to the garage this morning, got a coffee. Thought I'd get up here. I thought I was going to be tight for time, to be honest, but the sun has literally just started to come up. Well, probably a couple of minutes ago, to be fair, but it is absolutely stunning. What a beautiful part of the world we live in. Views like this. Lambo's not bad either, but wow, absolutely gorgeous. If you're not from this area, highly recommend coming and driving this road. The Horseshoe Pass, North Wales. So I thought, guys, that I am now about 3, maybe 4 weeks into the ownership of my Superleggera. So I thought I'd do just a quick video. I've literally just given it a quick wash now, just to blow all the dust off of it, because it sits out here on this car park throughout the day, and dust gets blown about, so it does get covered in dust. So I've literally just washed it down, and I've also given it a quick hoover out and just wiped over the carbon and stuff. I have already got dirty footprints in it, look at that. But the rest of it, yeah, it's all nice and clean, and I've wiped everything down, wiped all the door cards down, and the dash, hoovered the dash, and yeah, it's looking really good, apart from my dirty floor mats. But yeah, so a few weeks on now into the ownership of this car, and what do I think of it? It's amazing. Absolutely love it. I love it more than I thought I would. Now, you get some people that are going to say it's a Lambo, of course you're going to love it. And on the opposite end of the scale, there's people probably out there with much newer, much more expensive Lamborghinis than my own, and that are probably going to say, you know, that this car is maybe nothing compared to one of the new ones. But for me, being my first Lamborghini, and coming from a lot of old JDM Japanese cars and stuff like that, this is a massive step up for me. I love my Japanese cars. I currently own a 2-door Impreza Type R, but this thing just ticks so many boxes for me, it really does. Apart from being able to get luggage in it, this car just really does something for me. I bought my Porsche 911 back in the summer, and the plan for that was to maybe steer me away from the Impreza, but it just never did. It was missing something. It just wasn't quite special enough. So then when this thing came up for sale, and it was in my budget, then yeah, I just thought, obviously, go and have a look at it, and I just fell in love with it. So like I say, I'm a good 4 weeks on now, and I love it. When I watched YouTube videos, I watched loads of YouTube videos on these cars before I pulled the trigger on it. And you know, if you watch YouTube videos, some people will have you believe that they drive really bad, or the gearbox is rubbish, or whatever. And I'm sure some people are going to disagree with what I say, and then there's going to be other people which will agree with what I say. But personally, for myself, coming from these old kind of JDM cars and stuff like that, I was pleasantly surprised with how this thing drives. I've done numerous trips up and down the motorway in it last few weeks, and even with an aftermarket exhaust system, it's not too loud. And then just pottering about, I don't find the gearbox as bad as I was expecting. And then when you're on it, when you're absolutely on it, I absolutely love the feel of the single plate clutch, the punchiness of it. It's brilliant, to be honest. It's real. Gives you a real kick in the back. Anybody that's driven one of these things will know what I mean. And like I said, when you look at videos online, people seem to either love it or hate it. But for me, I love it. It feels raw. It feels really raw. I love the noise of this thing. It's got the Lamborghini exhaust system on it, so there's no boxes in it. But it has still got the original cats in, which I believe on these is a massive thing to get them out, just because apparently they break up and get sucked back into the engine. Really don't want that. So I am going to be, in the next couple of weeks, exhaust systems and stuff is what I do, so in the next couple of weeks I am going to pull the cats out of this thing, and Haven't decided yet whether I'm going to go for sports cats or whether I'll just go for complete decats. I have spoke to a guy locally who's got a couple of these cars. He runs his completely catless. I think he's put some spacers on the lambda sensors, and he said it's fine. He said it hasn't thrown any cell lights, hasn't thrown into limp mode, anything like that. So that's probably going to be my plan for now. Decat it, see how I get on. I don't know how much noisier it's going to be. I'm expecting it to be a bit noisier. I have seen some people online get flames out of them with decats, which, who doesn't love flames out of a Lambo, let's be honest. So that would be pretty cool, and yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, you know what, as I say, 4 weeks on, I literally cannot get enough of this car. And do I regret buying it? Absolutely not. It's one of the best decisions I've made, to be honest. And yeah, I can't see me getting bored of this for quite a long time, hence why the Impreza is going to be up for sale. So if anybody's looking for a really nice two-door Subaru Impreza in chase yellow, check out my other videos, because the car is on there. It's a really nice car, so that is going to be going up for sale, just because I can't keep them all. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.